Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I was just clearing away my Christmas things and sort of winter decorations, and I thought I would share them with you, as I like to make my own little decorations, as you can do it for a fraction of the price of you can buy them in the shops. So I thought I would share with a few of the things I made this winter or Christmas to decorate my house. My first and my favourite is this little Yule log, but it's a squirrel Yule log because I am a little squirrel. I like to squirrel bargains away and hide them, and sometimes I do lose them. And I love to be out and about and get busy in nature and see what's going on. So this was just a log that we had a big tree fall down in our garden a couple of years ago, and we have a wood burner in our house, and so we had a pile of logs, and I just really liked this one. It was like a curve so it would stand up well. I had it drying in my greenhouse for over a year to dry out before I brought it in the house. Then the little squirrels I bought from the pound shop, they were actually £1.50 each. So this decoration, I love it so much. I'm actually going to keep it in the house till the spring as a winter decoration and probably bring it out in the autumn so I get more use out of it. The little gift bow here, I bought a pack of them from the range, so it worked out just a few pence. The squirrels were £1.50 each from the pound shop, and they're each holding a gorgeous little pine cone. Those little pine cones I found just lying around, they're just in the wild. And then the candle cost me 50p from Tiger. I had terrible trouble finding candles this year, but I did find that one in Tiger, so I just glue gunned them all on. My husband actually cut me a little hole to put the candle in, and then, as I say, the candle will come out so I can store it better and keep it, and I'm hopefully going to keep this for a while, as I say, as a winter decoration, and then to come back, go away in the spring, come back again next autumn. So I think it's adorable. And I made another sort of Christmas log. Again, this was just a log that had come down in the storms. My husband had cut them. Just keep your eye out now through the year to find a little log somewhere, or ask a neighbour if they've got a wood burner. Keep it somewhere warm to dry it out. Like I say, I had mine in the greenhouse. And then I just had a cheap bit of ribbon. I've bought some ribbon now in the sales to make some more for next year. I sprayed it with a bit of glitter. My husband made me a hole in there. I put a candle in. This again, this was 50p because I actually wanted a red one, and I said I couldn't find the candles, but they did have a few in Tiger. Keep your eye out for candles now because they're selling them off cheap. And then this was just some real holly, which is beginning to wilt now, but I say I'll take this down and I will put some fresh holly on it for next year. And just a couple of baubles I had spare. You can make it whatever colour you like. And then I found this little robin for £1.25 in Wilko's, so I just glue gunned him on the side there, and that was my little Christmas Yule log. And again, I'm going to use that for a good few years now. I'm just going to store it away with my Christmas decorations and just put some fresh holly on it every year. And that was my little Yule log. The other thing I did was I have this candelabra, and I had it actually as a wedding present many moons ago off my sister, and I just put some bows on it for the winter, for Christmas. So I just have these, again, these were from the range, but you can use any bows or ribbon just to make it Christmassy. I have white candles because I couldn't find any other colours this year, but I've actually got, if you'll see one of my other videos, I've actually found some gold ones to put in here for next year. But I use this for all different things. I just put different designs around here. So for Christmas, I've got the Christmas bows, and then that makes a really nice centerpiece for my table. And then the last thing is I made these little jars with pine cones in and lights. Now the jars I actually got really cheap years ago from a car boot, but keep your eye open now for Christmassy jars or any sort of jars, because as a heads up, I found this one years ago in Tiger. Look how adorable that is, with a little Christmas mouse on, and that was down to £1. So if you're looking for decorations to do, now is a good time to get jars. So I actually got these from a car boot, as I say, for pence, and then I filled them with these little pine cones, which I just found. They were in one of my fields. And then these lights They were from the pound shop for £1. I had this one with the red sort of round in here, and then this one had little Christmas trees in, and then I just taped, that's the best way to show you. Look, I taped the battery pack to the back, so you can just turn them off and on. So I just taped that to the back, and then so I put them on the windowsill so you couldn't see the battery pack at the back, and then they looked really nice, one each side of my logs. And so that was really cheap, because all it cost me, say the cones were free, and then I just paid £1 for the lights, and then the say jars. But you could even save jam jars if you get some nice looking jam jars with pickles or something in. Keep them, and then you can make these for next year. The other thing I did this year is I made these little chocolate sleighs. I saw them on YouTube. There is loads and loads of tutorials on how to make these. This is one for my daughter. She was keeping it because she didn't like to dismantle it. So this is what I made. I made one each for my family and one for people at work. And with my family, some are vegan, some have allergies. Some of the people at work are actually diabetic, so you can actually make them to suit people's needs. Like one of the people at work was diabetic, so I bought some diabetic chocolate and sweets to make them. One of my daughters has an allergy, so I bought all nut-free chocolate, and then it's got candy canes on it for the skis, and then you just stack up little parcels of chocolate, and then I don't know if you see, there's a little Father Christmas there driving the sleigh, and a reindeer. I wanted to try and put the reindeer in between the front here, but I just couldn't get it to stay, so I just stuck it there, and then I put a ribbon over it and a bow. As I say, I just saw it on YouTube. There's loads of different tutorials for these, but you can tailor make them to what you like. I use sellotape rather than a glue gun because I just thought it was more hygienic. So one of the other things I do is to make my own Christmas crackers. I use I think the ones that you buy, the prices are a bit disappointing, and sometimes they're sort of a bit of plastic that you don't want, or I know they've started doing other ones now that seem quite expensive for a gift that you don't use. So I tend to use my crackers as like another way of giving a gift, but in a fun way. So I use the good old toilet roll, or you can use kitchen rolls. I was told years ago when I ran a toddler group that if you pop these in the microwave for a few seconds, it sterilises them. I don't know if that's true or not. You might have to Google that. But if you want to, that's an option. But I use these, or you can use kitchen roll tubes. I make my own hats. These are looking a bit dilapidated because I was going to throw them out, and then I thought I'd show you. So it was just a strip of tissue paper or crepe paper you can use, or tissue paper, and just cut the crown bit at the top. Tissue paper at the moment is really cheap. The Christmassy tissue paper I've seen like quite good packs for about 25p reduced in the shops. So now's a good time to get it if you want to make your own paper hats for Christmas time. And then I use wrapping paper to wrap round wrap round it, and then tie with the bits of string or ribbon around the edge. And again, that's all really quite cheap at the moment, so now's a good time to get it. And then I write my own jokes on a little piece of card. What's this one? Where was Solomon's temple located? On the side of his head, of course. I do try and sometimes tailor make the jokes to the person I'm giving the gift to, but that's entirely up to you. And then now's a good time to collect little gifts to put in them. This year I gave everybody socks. These are like trainer socks with like a Christmas thing on it. This is Merry and Bright, is it, or something? Or Very Merry, this one. This was a pair I had left over from when I made them. And they roll up really well and fit in the cracker. This is another idea. Gloves. There's 2 packs of gloves here, and they were reduced down to 50p from Primark. So they roll up and go in as well. Or things like nail varnish, lip balms. Lip balms are quite a good thing. You can get like Christmassy ones. I did have some which I put in, which one was a Santa and one was a reindeer lip balm. So you can see find things like that. This is quite a good one as well, is little lens wipes for people that wear glasses, or people can use them for their phones or computers, but they fit in a cracker quite well. Or sweets. I've put these little tins of mints in before now. and they do fit in, or you can put sweets in. And earrings is another quite good thing. And again, Christmas earrings and all, they're being reduced down to quite a lot of money now. Like this was reduced from £4.99 to £1.50. I actually got this last year and there's a few left over, which I will use another time. But look out for little bits and pieces now in the sales that will keep, that can go in your crackers, and then you just pop it inside, roll up with your hat and your joke, pop it in and put your coloured paper. You can have a theme. I then seal it with you can get some pretty gift tags or stickers, and again they're all reduced right now. Pop that on the front, write the person's name on it, and then it's another little personalised gift, but at the same time as a cracker. I don't put the bangs in because that's something extra to buy, but we all have great fun shouting bang very loudly when we pull them, which as you do. If it was good enough for Tom and Barbara, it's good enough for me. So we do that and it seems to work quite well. So that's another little fun thing to do. So keep your eyes open through the year for any bargains that can help you make things for Christmas or other types of holidays, Halloween, Easter, and that will save you money. But for now, from me and my little squirrels, take care, and until next time, stay frugal.